Some people say you should sleep when you're dead, but I kinda like the world that lives in my head. I've got no clue.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiana. Today I'm going to be talking about a video that has been on my mind a lot lately. And so I figured if I could get this out of my head onto paper, out to you guys, and then you guys could maybe share it with other people that you may or may not know, that would further benefit everybody in the long run. Called 10 things to better improve your life slash lifestyle. 1. Routines. There's a lot of people that I've seen in their lifestyle that have a strict routine. Get up, go to work, come home, eat, hang out with friends, and then go to bed early. Or if you have to get up really early in the morning, work, eat, bed, repeat, or wins in everyday life. And I've noticed in the short 19 years that I've lived that routines aren't the best thing for me. Not saying that instead of immediately calling out the first person you want to hang out with, how about you go and just take time for yourself? Maybe take a walk on a national park, or I don't know, just spend time writing if you like writing, or reading a book, or just having time to yourself. Or if you have enough time to yourself, or you've already taken like a lot of time to yourself, go out and hang out with someone who you thought you would never hang out with, or it's been a while and you miss them. It's not as beneficial to you as you think it might be. I've noticed a lot of people typically in the morning following with routines, if they don't smile as much because there's not that much excitement. Of course, when you see your friends, it's exciting and you get to hang out with people, but just smile more. There doesn't even have to be a reason. You can just smile and be happy and live your life because you're alive. I've noticed that when I've smiled more and I've just had a reason just to be goofy or like hang out with people, I was 10 times happier that day than I was the day where I wasn't even thinking about anything and I was just in a total stick in the mud mood. Number 3, I've noticed, I actually just like doing this because I don't know, it's just something that I like doing, but I've noticed that if you compliment more people in your day, it actually brings up your mood. And tell someone that they have a beautiful smile. Just let someone know that they're a person. A lot of wishing that I was invisible, that no one really noticed who I was, or no one really took attention, because then it was easier on me. I would get almost anxiety if someone actually wanted to have a full-blown conversation with me, and it took me a while to actually think that out and realize that life is not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to just try and coast along just to get by. So if you go out of your comfort zone and hey, let maybe some random person know that, you know, you like their shoes, or they have a nice smile, or their laugh is pretty, or, you know, they smell good, or something like that. Maybe not the smell good part, that could be creepy. Number 4 I've noticed is dressing well. And you don't like whatever well means to you. I of course like the dark lips sometimes. I like a nude lip. I like to dress in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, or wear a sports bra instead of a regular bra. Just something dressed to your comfort zone well, and you feel well, and that again improves your lifestyle. So that's just a simple one that I picked up years and years ago. Number 5, I noticed that you've got to cut out stragglers in your life. I mean, not people that are like kind of behind you in life, like maybe a 15-year-old or something like that, and you're like over here like a 20, like need to cut that person out. What I mean by that is like cut out the people that can't seem to get it in your life. If you are on a path, you are just going straight ahead, and you don't want to deal with someone who is always going to try and bring you down with them because you're 5 footsteps ahead and they happen to be 10 back. They want you to be with them because they're your friend, or they're someone close to you. They just aren't benefiting your life, and that is very stressful. That in itself is a super stressful situation. If I could maybe not cut them out entirely, but just keep them on the sidelines. Don't always be the first one to run towards them. If you didn't have those stragglers in your life, or you didn't have to deal with the people who add that excess stress, then that's better for you in the long run. Number 6 is actually pretty small. It's ironic that I say this because of what I'll say next, but number 6 is actually pretty simple. It is notice the small things in life. Oftentimes people will get so caught up in just going and going and going and getting where they need to be and stressing about bills and everything like that, that they forget to notice the small things. And always look at just the small things in life, like maybe a flower on the side of the street, or the way the clouds move in the sky, which sometimes is really fast and you really don't notice that at all, but it's relieving sometimes to get that out. Or maybe just taking a walk by yourself and noticing that ladybugs actually are real life, or flies actually have necks. Raining and you wouldn't have realized, well, of course you would have realized it if you were in a car, but like, it's actual raindrops. It's not just rain. Realizing things for them being actual things instead of just objects in your life. Cause like, in my mind it's like 1, 2, 3, but it coming out it's like like throw up. So sorry about that. I'm trying. Taking a walk, or I don't know, taking extra time in the morning when you eat your breakfast to think about things, or to notice the fall leaves changing, because this is the best season to notice the small things. Just things like that. They definitely will improve your life. I almost 100% guarantee it. So theme, that's what I'm thinking for. Going with the whole theme of don't, like, notice the small things, is don't sweat the small stuff. Say you wake up in the morning and you give someone a compliment, like I said that you should, and they completely blow you off. I am just gonna tell you now, do not sweat it. So you tried, you put yourself out there and things didn't go. Do not sweat the small stuff, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like it's imperative that if things don't go your way, you shouldn't just stay in that mood, that cloud of negativity and that cloud of just pure discomfort. Only because, again, it is bringing yourself down. It is acceptable to be sad and to be kind of off-put by people not liking what you do, or people not liking just some things that you might acquire in your life, but it's not. In the end, it's only hurting the person who is cutting you out, or in the end, it's only really hurting yourself if you're going to keep it inside and just be angry because the person who said it doesn't care. If you in your heart know that you're not an ugly person, or hey, I tried to give you a compliment and I'm trying to be a nice person but it doesn't work, then that's good for you, because you know that you are you, and you just wake up the next day and try it all again. Because number 8. This is something that I've faced, I'm not kidding, countless amounts of times. When I was 14, I had people coming to me and crying about this. 15, the same thing. 16, the same thing. 17, the same thing. And to this day, at 19, the same thing. I've matured a lot since junior high, and I've realized a lot of things since then. But it seems as if some people are not on the same page as me. Relationships are not important in your life. And I'm just going to say this again. Relationships are not important in your life. And I am going to tell you why. Because you are your own person. If you feel good about yourself, it shouldn't matter what other people think, because you have you and your family. If your family thinks that you're a genuine person and they really like you for you, then it doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to be in a relationship where you seek acceptance and approval from your significant other. There's always a yearning in people's hearts where they want to please other people, and they want to be a very strong person for another person, and they want to show that person that, hey, check me out, like I'm a decent person, and I'm cool, like me. Friends with you, you have your family behind you, backing you up, you've got a bunch of people. So just remember that even when it's only you yourself, you're not alone. And being with a boy or being with a girl who doesn't approve of that means they just aren't worth your time. So cut them out and realize that that relationship wasn't worth it. And 9, experiment with yourself. And I don't mean that in the dirty way, like, ooh, experiment with yourself, but I mean that just go out and try things. So often people will stay in their own bubble. They will realize that, you know, they like arts and crafts, so that's what they'll stick to, or they like reading, so they'll only read. But I don't see a lot of people going out in their lives and saying, hey, you know, I do love reading, but I think I'm gonna go out and try hiking for a day, or I think, you know what, I think I'm gonna try and research bird calls, I don't know. And you don't like it, and what are you gonna do? But if you do like it, aren't you glad that you tried? always, 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 maybe once a week or twice a week, just try some